Okay. Uh, Good morning. My name is Jonathan Baquete. I'm from 10-3, and I'm gonna do an analysis of the story Zlateh the Goat. The author is Esl Project singer, and the story is about a boy that is trapped in a blizzard, and because he was gonna sell a goat. So the setting was in a poor community. There were not rich people. There were in a village where they were poor and they had a lot of struggles. Usually usually winter is always there in the story. It's supposed to be always snowing, but that winter in specific, it has been a mild one, and even the peasants were complaining about about the dry weather and that they are gonna do a poor winter harvest. So, okay, so Slaughter the goat was the family pet, and she was gonna be sold because they didn't have the money to buy Hanukkah presents or Hanukkah things like candles, Hanukkah things. Oh, so she was a goat, she had a beard. In the story, it says some hints about what happened with the beard. So the family of Aaron, that is the principal character, he comes from a poor family. As I said, he comes from a village not very gifted or privileged. So yeah. Aaron is a 12 years old boy, and he's the oldest brother. He has a mother. He has Reuben Reuben the furrier was his father, and he had a sister. So that's the father, Reuben the furrier, and well, that's inconvenient because it's gold and it has fur, and he's a furrier. Well, he he works with fur and making sort of things like carpets, jackets, clothes, whatever. Okay, so starting the story, it's still here that Rowan tells that he needs to sell the goat to Babel, the butcher, and as it goes, they they don't want to sell it. They have this emotional crisis because it's the family pet, and everybody loves her. It's a her. It's a goat, and yeah. So yeah, it's like a crisis when when everyone when Reuben the father makes the decision of selling the goat. Well, it's very tough for the family, and it's very difficult. So here's the family crying because they're gonna sell the goat, as and the story says. Uh, Aaron knew what selling Zlateh the goat meant, and he didn't want it to. Like his two sisters were crying, and his mother was very devastated. Okay, so when they started walking, Aaron grabbed a jacket and he got two slices of bread and cheese. He put it on his pocket and started walking. When Aaron got slaughtered the goat and started walking in a different direction that she was not accustomed to, she was like very very astonished or surprised because she didn't knew, but she came to the conclusion eventually that she's a goat and she didn't have to. She doesn't have the right to ask questions. So as they kept walking, it was at first sunny. They were walking in new lands, and suddenly the weather changes and it starts like falling hail. And as it continues, it starts snowing very densely, and so as it starts snowing, Zlateh the goat, it's like, why are we such in a storm? And Aaron keeps continuing because he thought it was like a small snow rain. And yeah, okay. Here we jump to the part when Aaron and Zlateh were got lost. Aaron didn't knew anymore if was he couldn't distinguish anymore if it was the west or the east, and he got lost. Basically, he lost track of the road, and he started walking. uh, Slate lost a little bit of confidence with uh, with the humans because he thought that they treasoned her and sent her to her death. And as they keep continue walking, Aaron sees a big pile of snow. But as they get closer, Aaron noticed that it's a haystack or a hay stacked in a pile covered by snow. So Aaron like thought we're safe, and he digs into the hay and makes like a sort of a nest that that has it's warm in it. And yeah, that's the hay, and we're okay. So as the story goes, uh, Aaron eats his two slices of bread, and he gets hungry. There were in the hay. There were they they were in the hay inside the hay for 3 days and 3 nights. At the fourth day, they they get out. But as they were inside the hay nest to be okay. So as they were inside the nest, Adam makes a very special and strong bond with Zlateh. They were he already loved her, but in that moment it was like a sister to her because she fed him with milk, and yeah, they survived like that, and they like got into these conversations where he started talking with her and he was like bleeding. So yeah, they got like a really strong connection in those 3 days and 3 nights. So Aaron's bond with Zlata, it was very close. It was like a sister, or yeah, it was like a sister to him. Aaron's a boy. Okay, so as they kept going the days, at the fourth day, he looks up and see that it isn't snowing anymore. He gets out of the haystack and starts walking. When he gets out, he hears a bell of a peasant passing by, and he asks him for directions to the peasant, and the peasant like very very vaguely points a direction to Aaron into their home, not Fable town, to their hometown. And they start walking, and the family, well, at this point, the family is very worried because they thought that Aaron and Slate got lost, and the story doesn't say that they died, but I believe that they thought they died, as they were lost for 3 days and 3 nights. Aaron, Aaron mothers, Aaron mother and sisters were crying. Her dad was sitting really, really gloomy, and the and all the neighbors were like, "Where are they?" They were looking for them for the past days, but they thought they were lost, and or that something happened to them. And as their father was gloomy and everyone was crying and worried, a neighbor come up running to the family saying that he's coming back, like he's entering the town. And they were really at joy, and they returned to their family. And it's like a very happy, not ending, because it's not the ending, it's like the following action, well, when everything is resolving. And and yeah, he Adam got convinced that he will never sell zlateh again or think about it, and he told to his parents. He told about the incident or his adventure, like, and they were really happy that he returned. Uh, okay, no, so that's the last slide. Okay, so okay, uh, never mind. And at the end, they were having like a Hanukkah festivity, and yeah, it or what happened like that. What can I say? At the end, he they were his mother, Adam's mother, baked pancakes for everyone. Even Zlateh got a portion of pancakes, and every once in a while, the Aaron asked Zlateh or Zlatech, I don't know, if she remembered the 3 days and 3 nights that they spent together. And Zlateh shook her beard and bleated, and that's how the story ends. For me, it was a very at the beginning it was like very slow story, but as it kept going, it became very interesting. At the end, I really like the end, and as it goes, and as it goes, it kept bettering up. You say like that? I don't know, but yeah, it was a very good story, and it was very interesting at the end. Well, it was a little bit up down going, but it was a really good end. I really liked it, and yeah, well, that's all. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.